What's up, everybody? So the Washington Commanders have their 53-man roster set. All right, before we talk about it, I want everybody to that's watching this video to subscribe, like, and share this video. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload videos. All right, so let's get into it. So Sam Howell, it seems like a lot of people are sleeping on him, but I've known since last year in the preseason and the last game of the season when we beat Dallas, I knew that he should have been starting all along. And Jacoby Brissett, he's decent. We got good running backs that can, they got different skill sets. You got Brian Robinson. He's more like a power back, like get short yardages. He can even break one. And you got Antonio Gibson. He can come out the backfield, line up as a wide receiver. He's a little elusive. And Chris Rodriguez, even though he had that fumble in the preseason, and everyone is just sleeping on our wide receivers. We get no respect in the wide receivers core. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure why Terry McLaurin is like low on the top 10. I don't know what's going on with that. So we got Jahan Dotson, and he just almost like a Terry McLaurin B. You know what I'm saying? So we got, if Curtis Samuels can stay healthy, but if not, we still got some depth in the wide receiver section. I'm not sure about Dax. I don't know why they keep him around. I mean, I know in the preseason he does a little bit. He doesn't do a lot, especially in the punt kick return. Yeah, Pringle's pretty decent, and Tinsley showed why he deserved to be on this roster. So I said in that last game, they can't cut him because he's doing everything right. He's running the right routes, wide open routes, and he's going up and getting the ball. So Mitchell Tinsley, yeah, I was happy they kept him. So I'm not gonna go through everybody on the list. Our offensive line in the first preseason game, they were kind of shaky, but as the game went on, they started doing their job. Now they got to open up some holes for the running backs, and I hope they get that right. So that's what the preseason is for anyway. You got to iron out the wrinkles because they didn't really address offensive line in the draft. So hopefully what we got can do the job. Now with the defense, Jack Del Rio, for me, I don't know why he doesn't blitz often, and he doesn't respect any running quarterback. He doesn't respect them at all, and he needs to do it. We kind of addressed the linebacker situation, a little by adding Cody, but I don't know. We will see with the linebacker situation. I think the linebacker situation might be the weakest on the defense, and the backfield, I think we got that locked. We got my man Forbes. Yeah, he showed why. He should be. He's showing that you don't worry about with his weight because he's going to come bring it every day, every game. And Benjamin St. Juice, if he can stay healthy, he sometimes he's a little handsy for me. He might get the pass interference, but and Kendall Fuller is getting up there. So I don't know. This might be his last year with us. So, and everybody else is pretty decent, and we got some good safeties back there too. Well, Cam Curl, he was hurt last year, and our defense was still top 10. So if he can stay healthy, and you got Derek Forrest back there too. So if Cam Curl can stay healthy, and we got depth, we got like some quality depth in every position, I think. So I think this is the best overall team with depth in the last, I should say, 5 or more years. We got depth in every position. Anybody can come in and step in, and you probably don't miss a beat. But we had to just get that quarterback situation. And for kickers, I don't know. I guess they brought in another kicker just to give Joey Sly like some competition. Maybe light a fire under his butt or something. But yeah, he did his thing in that last preseason and with the field goal, because it seems like he always missed a field goal when it's always we need the field goal, and it's and I would say in the last maybe couple of seasons we lost a lot of games with 3 points or less, so we really need that special team to step up. They cut a lot of people and they brought some back to the practice squad. Quarterback Jake Fromm. And Jake Fromm played decent too. Jake Fromm played better than Jacoby Brissett. He was looking like Sam Howell out there. I was like, whoa. You see how what coaching does? Everybody getting on Eric B for being a certain way and being detail oriented and demanding, the best out of you. Jake Fromm, I'm telling you, somebody gonna pluck him off the practice squad. He's gonna get if a quarterback get hurt somewhere, he is going to get plucked off our practice squad. He did a pretty good job. So I'm happy with our quarterback situation. Yeah, with Casimir Allen. When he wasn't catching footballs, I think they thrown to him at least twice and he dropped it, and he basically was wide open both times, and he muffed the punt. I said, oh, he's going to get cut, but I didn't think they were going to bring him back. So they might see something in him. They might see something in him that they probably gonna work with, But I think he just took his eyes off the ball. And they probably like, yeah, that's his first time doing that. He never did that before. He probably was a little nervous. So they probably like, okay, we're going to cut him and bring him back. And Derek Gore, I think they put Derek Gore on the injured reserve. I'm not sure, but they brought him back. They cut him, brought him back. I think he's like almost like a Brian Robinson too. So I think we're going to be pretty good this year. Like I said, with Eric B and his offense, everybody, because everybody got something to prove. Sam Howell has something to prove to everybody. Brian Robinson got something to prove. He probably was about 70-something, 80-something% last year because, he got shot in his knee. And he started off slow and got stronger towards the end. So he got something to prove. And Gibson got something to prove too, because it was rumors that they was probably going to try to cut him. And so he got something to prove that he can come out the backfield and be efficient on his offense. And, Curtis Samuels probably still got something to prove if he can stay healthy. And, Terry, he trying to be the best out there because everybody's sleeping on him. And I'm just worried about the tight end position, really. The tight end position, Logan Thomas can't stay healthy. Maybe Cole Turner has something to prove. Yeah, because maybe they can turn one of these people be like Kelsey in Kansas City. But I know it ain't John Bates, because John Bates, mostly blocking. He, sometimes he's a 50-50 person. He can't really catch the ball. So if Logan, I'm not sure. I guess they're gonna start Logan, but I probably would start Cole Turner, and then if something happened to Cole Turner, start Logan, because Logan can't stay healthy. So I'd rather him be in the reserve position. But that's just me. And Forbes, he has something to prove because his size. Everybody thinking that he can't play because of his size, or they keep just talking about his size. So he got something to prove. Juice, he was hurt last year. It's a lot of people on this team that has something to prove. And Eric B, out of all people, he got something to prove. So he gonna make sure that you make him look good, so he can look good to everybody else. So it's a lot of people on this team that got something to prove. And I think that's a good thing. And I think that will turn into wins and determination. For me, anyway. Montez Sweat, he was hurt last year. And I don't know what's going on with Chase Young. They're acting like it's a secret out there or something that they ain't trying to talk about. I see him out there going to practice, but he's not practicing with the people, but he's out there. With the defense and stopping the run, I don't know what's going on up that middle. I don't know what is going on. I mean, Mathis, he can't stay healthy either. I don't know what's going on, but we need to be able to stop that run, because they were running all over in the preseason in the beginning. So if a team gets ahead of us and they just start running, they're gonna win. So we gotta nip that in the bud. Running, stopping the mobile quarterbacks, and stopping those explosive running backs. And I don't understand why Del Rio has the cornerbacks playing 10 yards off. I hate that. I mean, I know you don't want your cornerbacks getting beat by double moves or something like that, or you don't think they fast. That's why you probably should draft faster cornerbacks. But I hate that. I hate that playing 10 yards. All they got to do is do a hook route every 5 yards. They're going to get, every 5-8 yards, just do a hook route and you'll get the first down. Or, do a slant or whatever. Now, I know it was a petition around the time the new owner, Josh Harris, all the owners, Magic Johnson and them, it was a petition to go around for the name change. I don't know why they thought that this would make them change the name. They wanted 150,000 signatures. I think they had 130,000. So because of Dan, they changed the name. It was about the actual name being offensive to some people. So they thought, okay, if we get a petition, I know Josh Harris and Magic Johnson said the name when they was talking about the team, but I think it was like more of a nostalgia, and they were just talking about history of the team and back in the day. But people thought, they saying the name, they must gonna change the name back or something. That must be a clue. They trying to tell us something, but they can't do it because of endorsements and stuff like that, and people, big names, didn't want to sponsor the team because of the name. Even FedEx, and the stadium is named after FedEx. They were threatening to pull out sponsorship. They couldn't get a stadium in any of the states because of the name. They were like, "Oh no, we're not gonna mess with you because you got that name." He had to change the name. Now, I really don't like the name Commanders. It's, it is what it is. Just like I didn't like when they changed the Bullets to the Wizards. I don't like the name Wizards But it is what it is, you know. I get the merch with the names on it. Cause that's my team. I'm a homer like that. I like the Washington football team. I like that better. It's like it's like a throwback name. Yeah, we the Washington football team. A Commanders spokesperson later said that references by the new owner and others to the quote unquote the Redskins did not signify a shift in team policy. Making a historical reference to watching and rooting for the Redskins does not signify a shift, nor does it change the reason for dropping the name, the spokesperson said in a statement. Now, Jason Wright said the Commanders team president, Jason Wright, said that the team will not consider going back to the old team name. It is not being considered, period, quote unquote. So y'all can stop with the petition, take it down, whatever you want to do. It is not going to happen. The people have spoken. Now, they said that they're going to do some rebranding. Maybe change the logo, because I don't even think they can get they don't have a patent on Commanders. They couldn't get a patent on Commanders. I don't even think they could get a patent on the Redskins, because somebody else had the patent. So, I mean, I like the W. So, they really can keep the W, right? And change the name to something else. It's a lot of people sleeping on this team. It's brewing that people are like thinking maybe this can be, since they seen all 3 preseasons, they were like, maybe this can be something different. You know, maybe it's going to be different. Maybe they're going to win this. Maybe they're going to win that. But yeah, there's a lot of people sleeping on the team. Like I said, everybody, it seems like every person on that team has something to prove. They got something to prove to the coaches. They got something. Eric B got something to prove to the whole NFL and his coaches, and to the new owners. You know, I mean, I think Ron Rivera, his time. I mean, I can't believe he said that if he knew Sam Howell was that good, he would have started him. I knew. I was screaming it last year. When they kept putting Heineke in, I was like, put Sam Howell in. When they tried to switch back to Carson Wentz, I'm like, what are they seeing? So I thought they may be seeing something in practice that I didn't see. Just, I wasn't at the practices. I didn't see, what was going on. So I'm thinking, and you had teammates, every time they asked them about Sam Howell, they were like, yeah, he's good, So I'm like, well, why the hell is Ron Rivera not putting him out there? You drafted him. See, Ron Rivera old school. He probably figured, I'm not going to start a rookie. Rookie going to sit down and learn. I don't care how good he looks in practice and how good he looks in the preseason. I'm just not going to start him. Because that's that old school mentality, see? That old school. See, if you draft, especially because he drafted him in the 5th round. Now, see, if you drafted him in the 1st, he probably like, well, I drafted him in the 1st. He going to have to start. So I guess he figures since he slid down in the 5th, all these other people must know something I don't. So I'm not going to start. I'm going to make him learn. He is sleeping on his own team. He was sleeping on Sam Howell. So Sam Howell got to prove to everybody. Everybody got something to prove, like I said. And I hope they prove a lot of people wrong. And just like Deion Sanders, y'all seen Deion Sanders in Colorado. Everybody was writing them off. They were 20 points underdogs, came back and won by 3 points. Everybody was hating. Same thing. Hate. So when we start winning these games, then you start seeing people hopping on the bandwagon. They need to start checking receipts. You know what I'm saying? And need to start checking receipts. Yeah, okay, yeah, this person didn't believe in us, this person believed in us. It's even people on the radio in Washington, and they don't even believe. The sports junkies, they get on my nerves. Especially EB. He's the only one that's supposed to be a Commanders fan. You know, and JP, it seems like he just want to hate on them just to be hating because, I don't know, maybe he lost some money on them before or something. I mean, he used to have a job where he was doing like after the game shows and stuff like that. So he don't have no job no more. So maybe he's hating on him because he mad because he don't have any more jobs with him. All we needed last year was a good quarterback. We beat Dallas, and they were playing for something. They didn't like sit their starters down. They were playing for something. That was a rival game. They wanted to win that game, and we beat them with a rookie quarterback. We beat the Eagles. They went on to play in the Super Bowl. We beat them. We split with them. Yeah, Giants beat us twice. We should have beat them, but what's in that? Like I said, running quarterbacks, Del Rio don't respect them. So he's not going to blitz. He's not going to address that. So he needs to check that, or he needs to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah. So maybe he thinking he had the personnel or whatever. But I hope he do more blitzing, more have a spy on the quarterback or something. The Washington Commanders are looking to build a new stadium, whether it's in Virginia, return to Washington, D.C., or staying in Maryland. The Commanders have options, with Dave Snyder no longer owning the team, but a new stadium isn't close. Therefore, the Commanders will be in FedEx Field for at least next few years. So Washington is making a significant investment in its current digs. Washington will also welcome 12 new food vendors in 2023. New owner Josh Harris has stated multiple times his immediate priority were improvements to the FedEx Field, the fan experience in 2023 season. On Friday, the Commanders announced that they sold out their home opener versus the Arizona Cardinals. Washington also announced they were investing $40 million into their home FedEx Field. It is considered by many to be one of the worst stadiums in the NFL, which is something the new owners group wants to change. We have the best fans in football. They deserve the best game day experience. These upgrades to FedEx Field represent an immediate and tangible step to improve that experience, something our ownership group considers a top priority. Not only are we taking care of our fans, we're also taking care of our house. Fans will continue to see improvements throughout the season as we continue to invest and make changes to everything from basic infrastructures to a reimagined pregame ritual. We are excited for fans to come home and see all the changes on September 10th. The redesigned fan experience starts on the way into FedEx Field. Fans would immediately see updated team branded signage across the stadium exterior, across the concourse. Fans are encouraged to arrive 3 hours before kickoff, head into SeatGeek Legends Plaza, where they can enjoy live music, tailgate games, interact with team partner activations, and Washington Legend, and watch the Command Center Game Day live show. They also can get an early look at team warm-ups in the Bud Light end zone. SeatGeek Legends Plaza gates open at 10 a.m., 1 hour before regular gates, with variety of beverages, including domestic beers starting at $6.75, available until kickoff, and rotating local food trucks operating throughout the game. At the home opener, fans can look forward to a live pregame concert by DJ Kool, known for his hit "Let Me Clear My Throat." Okay, so this then in the fine print it said FedEx Field will be home to 12 new food vendors, including Hill Country Barbecue, sections 105, 126, and 326. Pardon my cheesesteak. That sounds good. Sections 120, 330, 402, DC half smoke section. Okay, so they done spent $40 million. Because it takes a long time to build a stadium. It takes at least two or so years, 2 or maybe 3 years to build a stadium. But you got to find a spot where you're going to put it at first. So they don't know where they're going to put it at. They're going to put it at the old RFK Stadium, knock that thing down, build on top of that, build beside it or something. They probably going to try to find a spot where they can build like experience, like, nice hotels with little casinos in it, stuff that, that fans can go do, before the game, after the game, during the game if they want to. Something that's family friendly oriented. So they're probably trying to make it almost like where, because they want to have it where they want to have because they want to host the Super Bowl one day there. So they probably gonna have to build it somewhere where they're gonna have a whole lot of stuff, almost like a mall, with some bars, some sports bars. Like I said, some place where you can gamble, stuff like that. So they probably got to find a spot where they can do all that, and that's gonna take a while. So right now they can just, spend that money, upgrade that, and that's basically all they can do. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment on the videos. We can chop it up, talk about the Commanders, talk about what you like about them, what you don't like about them, if you're a fan or not. Let's chop it up. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.